Hello students, under the topic double integrals, here we have problem 7. The question is evaluate integral 0 to a, integral 0 to square root of a square minus x square and then y cube dy dx. We observe that the inner integral is with respect is the limits for x. In that case, first we have to integrate with respect to y. Then we have to integrate with respect to x. I have explained why are we doing so in our previous video lectures also. So kindly go through them first and then follow this lecture. So as I have shown you here, we shall first integrate. So this will be equal to integral 0 to a. The outer integral remains the same. Now the inner integral we have to integrate with respect to y, and since we have y cube over here, we will be having y to the power 4 divided by 4 between the limits 0 and square root of a square minus x square dx. Now we shall apply the limits. So upper limit minus the lower limit. So integral 0 to a comes as it is. Now when we apply the upper limit, it will be square root of a square minus x square. This we have to apply for y. So at the place of y, we are replacing this. So we will get this power 4 divided by 4 minus the lower limit. Lower limit is 0. So we will be getting 0 only. So next we have to simplify this. So 0 to a. What is square root of a square minus x square the whole power 4? It will be a square minus x square the whole square. The square root the square root will be eliminated and we will have a square also. So divided by 4 and dx. This 4 in the denominator is a constant which can be taken out. So 1 by 4 integral 0 to a. Now in the integral we have to apply a minus b the whole square formula. So the first is a square, that is a square the whole square will be a power 4 minus 2ab. So minus 2a square x square plus b square. We will have the value of b over here is x square. So it will be x power 4 dx. Now we shall integrate. So when we integrate, we will get 1 by 4 bracket a power 4 is a constant. So a power 4 dx will give us a power 4 x minus 2a square is a constant, and the integration for x square will be x power 3 by 3 plus the integration for x power 4 will be x to the power 5 divided by 5 between the limits 0 and a. Now we have to apply the limits for x. So at the place of x we have to replace by the upper limit a. So that will be equal to 1 by 4. When we apply the upper limit over here as a, we will be getting a power 4 multiplied with a, which will give us a power 5 minus 2 by 3 is a constant, and when we put a at the place of x we get a cube. So a square multiplied with a cube will give us a to the power 5, and then plus here when we apply a at the place of x we get a power 5 divided by 5, and what is the lower limit? It is 0. So when we put 0 at the place of x, all the three terms become 0. Now next step is we have to simplify this. So this will be equal to 1 by 4. Within the bracket we can take the LCM. 5 3 times is 15, and so here we will be having, since we have 1 over here, it will be 15a to the power 5 minus this multiplied with 5. So 2 has to be multiplied with 5. So it is 10a to the power 5 plus this has to be multiplied by 3 in order to get 15. So 3 when multiplied with the numerator we get 3a to the power 5. Now we shall add all this. So this will be equal to 1 by 4 multiplied with 15 minus 10 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. So 8a to the power 5 divided by 15. And this can be cancelled, 4 1 times and 4 2 times, and so therefore the answer will be 2 by 15 a to the power 5. So this is the solution for the given integral. So hence we have evaluated the given integral. So we shall now evaluate problem 8. So now here we have problem 8. The question is to evaluate integral 0 to 1 integral square root of y to 2 minus y x square dx dy. Now since the inner integral is given the limits to be as square root of y to 2 minus y, we have to integrate it with respect to x first and then with respect to y. So whatever variable we have here, accordingly we have to integrate first. So if we have x over here, we have to integrate first with respect to y. If we have y over here, we have to first integrate with respect to x. Since we have y in the limits, we have to first integrate with respect to x. And already the order of integration is also given as dx dy only. So we shall first proceed to integrate this integral with respect to x. Now as I have shown you here, we have to first integrate with respect to x. So the outer integral 0 to 1 remains as it is. The inner integral will be, what is the integration for x square with respect to x? It is x power 3 by 3. And this is between the limits square root of y to 2 minus y dy. Now we shall integrate, we shall apply the limits. So that will be equal to integral 0 to 1. The upper limit is 2 minus y. So you will be having 2 minus y the whole cube by 3. And then minus the lower limit. So minus square root of y the whole power 3 divided by 3. And so upper limit minus the lower limit is done dy. Now we shall simplify whatever is inside the bracket. So we see that 3 is common in both in the denominator, so that can be taken out. So 1 by 3 is a constant, integral 0 to 1. Now here inside the bracket, the first term will be 2 minus y the whole cube. We can have it as it is and we can integrate. So we can directly integrate, or we can also expand it by using a minus b the whole cube formula also. So I am going to have it as it is and I am going to integrate in the next step. Minus the square root of y power 3 will be root y multiplied with root y multiplied with root y. So what is root y into root y? It is y. So y root y we get. So this is y power 1 and y power 1 by 2. So what is y power 1 multiplied with y power 1 by 2? Adding the powers, we get y to the power 1 plus 1 by 2, which will be 3 by 2. So therefore, this square root of y the whole cube can be written as y to the power 3 by 2. And we have to integrate with respect to y in the next step. So dy. So this dy has come here. So that is equal to 1 by 3 constant stays out. And we have to integration with respect to y. The integration for 2 minus y the whole cube is 2 minus y the whole power 4 divided by 4. And we can see that the variable y has a negative sign. So multiply with minus 1 here. Since the variable y has a negative sign, and as per the rule of integration, we have to multiply with that minus 1 in the denominator. Minus, and what is the integration of y power 3 by 2? It is y to the power 3 by 2 plus 1, which will be 5 by 2 divided by 5 by 2. Between the limits, and what are the limits? 0 to 1. So in the next step, we shall apply the limits. So this will be equal to 1 by 3 will come as it is, multiplied with, first we shall apply the upper limit. What is the upper limit? It is 1. So when you put 1 at the place of y, here you will have 2 minus 1 power 4. 2 minus 1 is 1 itself. So 1 power 4 is 1 only. This negative sign comes in the front. So it will be minus 1 by 4. Then the upper limit for this term, since we have a negative sign here, minus 1 power 5 by 2 will give us 1 only. And the 5 by 2 in the denominator, this 2 can be multiplied with the numerator divided by, we will have the 5 as it is. So upper limit is over. Minus the lower limit. So minus the lower limit. At the place of y, if we put 0, since the lower limit is 0, if we put 0, here you will have 2 power 4. So 2 to the power 4 divided by this 4 will come as it is, and this minus 1, minus into minus will become plus. And when you put 0 over here, this whole term becomes 0, and so we get this. So further simplifying this will be equal to 1 by 3 multiplied with this minus 1 by 4 we will have as it is, and then minus 2 by 5 we will have, and here 2 to the power 4 is 16. So which will be 16 by 4. So this will be 4 times is 16. So that's equal to 1 by 3. And here you will have, we will write this 4 in the front. So 4 minus 1 by 4 minus 2 by 5. Now we can take the LCM and simplify this. So this will be equal to 1 by 3 multiplied with the LCM will be 20. So 20. So when we multiply the 20 with 4, we get 80 minus, here you have to multiply with 5. So the same 5 over here. So you will be having 5. And here you have to multiply with 4. So 4 2 times is 8. So minus 8. That is equal to 1 by 3 multiplied with, what is 80 minus 5 minus 8? It will be 63. I mean, it's not 63, it will be 80 minus 13. So that will give us 67. So 67 divided by 20. So on multiplication, we cannot cancel anything. So that will be equal to 67 divided by 3 multiplied with 20 is 60. So therefore the answer will be 67 divided by 60. So hence we have evaluated the given integral. So I hope you would have understood both the problems of this lecture. Kindly follow the next video lecture for more problems under this topic. Thank you.